Have you had moments when you need multiple timers? I sometimes do. Like maybe I need 2 timers when I'm cooking, or just need to be reminded of different things throughout the day. One of the significant features of the Apple Watch is multiple timers to keep track of different activities. This can't be done on your iPhone because on the Apple Watch, the timer is actually an app. It's not built into the clock feature. You can even label timers and monitor them on a single screen. In this video, I'll walk you through the steps of setting this feature up. Your Apple Watch has to be at least a Series 3 and needs to be running watchOS 8 or newer. With that in mind, let's get started. To locate the Timers app, you'll want to push 1 time on the digital crown to come into a list of your apps. You'll see Timers there. Tap on Timers. And now you'll see that the Timers app on the Apple Watch have predetermined timer times. 1 minute, 3 minute, all the way up to 2 hours. So you can use one of these predetermined times, but if you want to set a specific timer outside these parameters, you'll need to set a custom timer. So to do that, you'll want to scroll to the top where you'll see Custom. I can tap on Custom and I can set a timer for whatever I want. So let me just go ahead and set a timer for 35 minutes and just to make this unusual, 15 seconds. So once I've set that up, I can go ahead and tap on Start and you'll see that that timer begins. If I want to end it or pause it, I can. So let's go ahead and just end this timer by tapping on the X. And you'll see that that timer is listed below under Recents. If I want to keep that timer, I can add it as a favorite. And to do that, I'm just going to swipe to the left and I'm going to tap on Favorite. And now that timer will be there anytime I need it. If you need to run multiple timers, you can go ahead and tap on the back arrow in the upper left corner and choose Custom. So let's go ahead and let's just start a couple of timers. I'm going to tap on the back arrow to come back. So you can see I have 1 timer running. I'm going to go ahead and tap on another. And then I'm going to tap on the back arrow in the upper left corner. And now if I wanted to, I could tap on Timers in the upper left corner and come back. And you'll see that these timers continue to run. I could, if I wanted, add more timers. So let's just add a 10-minute timer that's already set up. And I'll tap back. And now you can see that there are 3 different timers running. And so you can have multiple timers running and be able to visualize all those timers on one page. You can continue to add more timers as needed, and they will remain as part of the Recents list that appears in the Timers app. I showed you how to favorite a specific timer. All you need to do is come into the Recents area of the Timers app and slide that timer to the left and tap on the star, and now you've favorited that timer. You can delete a timer and remove it from the Recents area, but first you have to favorite it, which is kind of unusual. But as you can see, I have a couple favorited. If I favorite this next one, and now let's say I wanted to delete any of these favorited timers. Now I can swipe to the left and you'll see the delete option. Go ahead and tap on that and you'll see that that timer has now been deleted. Now that we know how to create multiple timers inside the Timers app, we have one more hurdle to cross. How do we know what each timer is for? Let me show you how easy it is to create a timer using Siri with a label so that you know exactly what that timer is for. I often use these types of timers when I'm cooking on the grill so that I know exactly when to turn over my hamburgers or hot dogs. So let me show you how to do that. If I push and hold on the digital cron to access Siri and just say, "Hey Siri, create a hot dog timer for 2 minutes."
2-minute hot dog timer, counting down.
And now you'll see that it's labeled with hot dogs. If I say, "Hey Siri, set a hamburger timer for 5 minutes."
5-minute hamburger timer, counting down.
And let's add one more. "Hey Siri, add a vegetable timer for 10 minutes."
10-minute vegetable timer, counting down.
Now let me come back, and you'll see that once I hit the back button or the digital cron to come back, you can see a listing of all of the timers with labels, so I know exactly what those timers are for and what I need to do when they end. I can tap into each or any of these timers to see where I stand if I want to pause them or end them. I can tap on the back button to go ahead and return to the list of timers. I'm going to pause this timer right now, and I'm going to go ahead and pause the other timers as well. And if I come back to the timers area by tapping on timers in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see that those timers are still listed there with their labels on them. The only problem is that once these timers end, they lose their labels. So maybe Apple will update that in a future update. So let's let this hot dog timer finish and I'll show you what I mean. So the timer's going to go off. I'm going to go ahead and tap on the X to end it. And if I come back over, now the other two timers would still be running, but if I come back over, you'll see that I have a hot dog timer listed there for 2 minutes, but it doesn't tell me what it's for. When it comes to using timers on the iPhone, you can only set up one timer at a time. Multiple timers can only be done on the Apple Watch. Another difference is you'll find timers located inside the clock app on the iPhone, whereas on the Apple Watch, it has a dedicated timers app. I love using multiple timers with labels. Let me know how you're using timers, and if you have any questions, hit me up in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.